You are now listening to Cryptid Cocktail Party. Creatures, let's meet for a drink. It's a treat. Join us in the fight. Cryptid Cocktail Party. Cryptid Cocktail Party.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cryptid Cocktail Party, a show where we have a few drinks, share a few laughs, take a dive into the unknown. I'm your host, Dave, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Sarge. But today we also have two very special guests. We have the hosts of A Better Way 2A podcast, and I'll let you guys introduce yourselves just so that way the listeners know whose voice is whose. So whoever wants to go first, fucking have at it.
I'm Andrew from the Better Way 2A podcast.
And I'm Jordan. First of all, that intro fucks. Holy shit.
That was fucking
Holy
sick.
shit. We got to talk to Tractor Boy and tell him we got to get something harder for ours, because that was I got pumped up right now.
That's my buddy's band, Killed by a Yeti, out in Arizona. He wrote
No
that-
relation whatsoever.
No, they just he wrote that custom just for us out of the kindness of their hearts. So
Well, I mean, he
That was
could be
sick.
related to a Yeti. I have seen his beard.
yeah, he's
Fair.
He's a hairy man. But yeah, Andrew, Jordan, how you guys doing?
Doing well, man. Doing
sick.
well. We're just this
Probably-
is actually the first time Andrew and I have been back on a podcast.
Yeah.
In a minute, because we've got a bunch of pre-recorded ones that we're airing now. So it's nice to see your face. Nice to see you guys.
I know. I feel like we don't talk anymore. We're so busy. We just like the group
Because
chat
everything's
just,
in group
blows
chats.
up. Yeah.
Everything just exists in group chats.
Well, I'm glad we could be the thing that brings you guys together.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this will be fun or anything, but
This is also, I want to say, the most on time I've been for a recording in like maybe 6 months.
Nice.
Easily.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. And Sarge, how are you doing, Sarge?
I feel fat, Dave. I feel fat.
Feel
I ate a lot over the last many days.
Yeah, it is that time of year.
You
I mean, I'm already fat, but I'm like fatter.
You should get on that GLP-1, that bootleg GLP-1
I'm going to get on the real
bootleg.
stuff. Apparently, the
No.
VA
Oh,
is hooking
nice.
me up.
Oh, cool.
mostly
The VA?
Yeah.
because I'm
Hell yeah,
healthy,
brother.
All right.
That's good shit. Makes me bleed out my asshole, but other than that, it's great.
I'm fine with
Hell
it.
yeah.
I'm fine with it. I don't use it for anything else, so.
No, it's crazy. My blood pressure's better. My body odor changed and is like less stinky. My impulse control is better. This stuff might actually be a miracle drug, honestly.
Well, I'm excited to get on it because I am a sweaty fuck. So
Yeah, it's
if
gonna
I
help
can
with that.
change-
It helps me with my sweatiness also. Not all the way because I'm extremely damp, but you know,
I'm permanently
But it did
damp,
help.
Extremely damp.
Yeah.
Andrew's a moist guy.
I am a
Andrew's a moist guy. He's like a wet wipe
Moist
24/7.
critical for real.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Talking about being damp and wet is kind of a good segue into the
Cold and
episode.
dark and wet.
We're getting into Dave's kinks now.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a sponsor segue, but no, this is the Cryptid. The Cryptid is wet. The
yeah.
Cryptid is a damp Cryptid.
I
Not a
guess,
sponsor, just a fan.
Yeah.
but before we get into it, I guess we asked this to any guest. Andrew, Jordan, are you guys cryptid guys at all? Is like the paranormal is that your kind of vibes or?
Definitely, you know, and I think like I fall somewhere between skeptic and believer. You know, I try to mostly believe what I can see, but I've had some like weird encounters, right? So whenever someone's like telling me about like I love the fictional side of cryptids. I love like made up stories and like myths and legends and stuff. But I also kind of hold out like a little bit of space for believing like firsthand stories, not like believing them outright, but you know, giving them, you know, the little bit of respect that like, you know, there could be something out there. Right.
Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of like our stated, like, we don't believe every story, but we do believe that the people believe that they saw something or they
For sure.
experienced something they can't explain. Because I feel like if you just go in a whole hog being like, fuck you, you're an idiot, kind of defeats the purpose of like
Yeah, it's not
telling
fun.
the story. Yeah, it's
Not
not
fun.
That's not nice.
No, I mean, no, but there are some stories where you're like, this, come on now. You can't.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
stories where it's like, okay, you've clearly got a long medical history.
Yeah, no, aliens did not come and tell you in perfect English that your ancestor was Napoleon and then massage your prostate into orgasm. Like, no, that didn't. I don't believe you.
If we weren't supposed to do it, it wouldn't be in our ass.
And what about you, man? Is this something that you're into?
Dude, as somebody who loves sci-fi stuff, like I love sci-fi movies. I love sci-fi books. I want to believe. I believe in aliens. I 100% believe in aliens. And I think like if I'm going to say that I believe in aliens, then I have to leave room for the possibility that there are things on our own Earth that are inexplicable, or that we just don't have the information. Like we don't even know all there is to know about our ocean. Yeah. And like that to me is like absolutely wild. So there's got to be shit that we miss elsewhere too, or shit that like is rare and comes up with these stories.
Yeah, and also the ocean is way more terrifying than any cryptid could ever be.
Yeah, the ocean's insane. Yeah. The ocean's literally insane.
Oh, did we lose Andrew or what's going on?
No, I just had to mute my microphone. I felt a sneeze coming on. Now I got boogers all over my face. So just give me a second.
Andrew's a toddler with children.
I'm leaving that in.
I love you, Andrew.
All right, so this story that I'm going to tell you is I usually do like a whole preamble about it. I'm not going to do that because there's a lot to go through. But the story's pretty much got everything. It's got the rural South in the 1980s, which I'm sure was an awesome time. It's got
that sounds great.
7 foot tall reptilian. We're going to be talking about the lizard man of Scape or Swamp. Is this anything that any of you guys have ever heard of?
No.
I've heard of reptilians and lizard people, and I've met a lot
usually
of lizards.
On just usually on our
ones.
side of the content.
This is
more
not
in
a
politics.
David Icke episode.
Before I was going to say, this isn't going to be a David Icke reptilian people are Jews thing. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, we gathered that you weren't largely anti-Semitic by we do kind of to check people out sometimes.
Yeah,
is there an anti-Semitic like a aspect of reptilian overlords?
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, like I didn't know either until I watched a couple of deep dives on like David Icke and that whole like group, and essentially like they all use the code words like the Rothschilds in the Bilderberg group, and it's literally all just coded language. It's a way of saying Jews without saying Jews.
Yeah, it's David Icke uses reptilians the same way that Alex Jones uses the globalists.
Yeah.
If man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And
I did not think I was.
Wasn't David Icke the one who came up with the reptilians? I feel like he was.
Yeah. So our story has nothing to do with that. I promise. I promise this is going to get weirdly anti-Semitic. So our story kicks off on the morning of July 14th, 1988, in the rural area of Browntown, just outside of Bishopville, South Carolina. Right?
I'm sorry. What?
I'm going to take you downtown to Browntown.
Did you say Browntown?
I said,
that's a real place.
Yeah, Browntown's kind of like it's not like the name of a town. It's like a kind of like how Boston or Philly has like neighborhoods.
Okay. Because for me, Browntown's a state of mind. Like pretty much right after I have Taco Bell.
That's what I'm talking
Anywhere I wind up is Browntown.
Yeah, Browntown's a vibe.
Sometimes it's a public restroom. Other times it's somebody's backyard.
Sometimes it's an intimate encounter at a truck stop.
But anyways, we're already so far off the rails. I haven't even got through the first paragraph yet.
Okay, all right. Tell us what happened in Browntown.
All right. So it was the morning of July 14th, 1988, in the rural area of Browntown, just outside of Bishopville, South Carolina. That morning, a local family woke up to find that their car had been just absolutely destroyed overnight in their driveway. Now, thinking it was just some shitback kids or some drunk asshole with a crowbar.
It's just Dirty Mike and the boys.
They called Lee County Sheriff's Office to report the vandalism. Now, Sheriff Liston Truesdale responded to the scene personally, and the second he saw the car...
That's a made-up name, dude.
Yeah.
Liston Truesdale?
Yeah.
My name is Johnston Honest Man.
That's literally like a random sim name.
Okay, I'm sorry. So what did?
Sorry. Sorry, dude.
Mr. Tells No Lies. Say?
All right. When I said you have free reign to interrupt me, you got to let me get through a sentence.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God.
So Sheriff Liston Truesdale responded to the scene personally, and the second he saw the car, he realized pretty much immediately that this wasn't just like your typical kids on summer break causing mischief type vandalism. The car, which was a 1985 Ford LTD, was just completely fucked up. I couldn't find any pictures of it, but the description that they gave kind of makes it sound like, yeah, you ever play Street Fighter 2 for the Sega? You know that like random scene in the like the random like mini game in the middle, you have to beat the shit out of a car.
Oh yeah.
Vaguely.
It kind of was like that. So the fenders were ripped clean off the body. The antenna was all bent to shit. Wiring was yanked out. The chrome trim was torn away and visibly chewed up. And there were these deep scratches and bite marks gouged into the metal. So yeah, it didn't look like someone had taken a baseball bat to it, but like something was actively gnawing on it. And to make it even weirder, in the mud around the car, Sheriff Truesdale found large 3-toed footprints, which he took plaster casts of. For what reason, I really don't know. It said that he like considered sending them to the FBI, but he never actually did. Maybe he just thought they were like rad as fuck and like wanted them for his own.
This is a guy that's
collection.
like kind of already clued in to like something weird. You know, it's like some people might not think to do something like that right off the bat until like an expert tells them, like, you know, oh, take casts of the footprints. But he was just like, he's like, this is fucking weird. I'm
Liston Truesdale. He's a fucking straight shooter. He knows his shit.
Yeah, he's run into
these need casts immediately. Yeah. Don't want to get the reptilian overlords involved, though.
His deputy's like, Sheriff Truesdale, how do you always know what to do?
I've been prepping for this since I was a fetus.
All right.
I want to know how nobody heard that.
That was my thing. Like in the middle of the night, like no one heard just something fucking up your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, what was the family situation? Wait, is that it? Is that the end of the story? Can we or
no, I have so many
okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now, he later told reporters that in all his years of law enforcement, he had never seen anything like the damage he saw on that car. Not kids, not a dog, not a bear, anything. So in an attempt to figure out just what the hell mauled the shit out of this car, Truesdale began going door to door in the area, asking residents like, hey, you seen anything unusual lately? And to his surprise, pretty much everyone was like, yeah, dude, we've seen a bunch of weird shit lately.
I've seen some weird shit, man.
Yeah.
Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah. So multiple locals who had never reported anything and all independently of one another all admitted that they had seen some weird shit in the weeks leading up to that car being destroyed. All in the same general area and with the same description. A tall, dark, scaly, red-eyed figure. Some saw it crossing the road in front of their cars late at night. Others saw it moving along the tree lines. Others claim they saw it coming in and out of Scape or swamp. And I kind of already said this, but it's important to note again that none of these early witnesses had talked to one another. Like, it's the rural South. You start talking about 7-foot-tall lizard men, and people are going to start thinking that you're batshit crazy. And
Meth.
Yeah, and it is the 80s, so probably. And none of these people had seen any news coverage or reports of this thing because there wasn't any yet. So this was all like private person to police reporting, if that makes sense. Like they were all very much independent of one another. So
there's no mimetic spread of like lizard man memes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
not yet.
So
is that
once
a word?
Sheriff, is that a word? Oh, like meme.
Mimetic, yeah.
God, all right. What the fuck, dude? Get out of here with your big words.
Okay, bye.
So once Sheriff Truesdale realized multiple residents had sightings of a tall, red-eyed lizard man lurking along Scape or swamp, he did what any small town sheriff usually does in a weird situation like this.
Goes in there with a shotgun.
Let's split up.
You're getting ahead of yourself. So
I'm sorry. Okay,
he made a straightforward, boilerplate, run-of-the-mill public statement confirming that, yes, something unusual had been reported and that his office was looking into it. And normally, that would have just been the end of it. Just a strange local story that stayed very local. But A local radio station manager caught wind of the sheriff's comments and decided that this is way too good a story not to share, so he took the liberty of pushing it out on the AP wire. And that's when shit got real fast. So within days, Bishopville was swarmed with reporters. And not like local news people and radio hosts and stuff like that. I'm talking like Good Morning America, People Magazine, the LA Times. There's some pretty big names that came to to Lee County wanting an interview with the sheriff. They wanted to get photographs of the footprints. They wanted pictures of the car. Now, with all this, at the same time, the sheriff's office was so overwhelmed with calls that they had to set up a separate phone line just for the press alone. Truesdale at one point kind of lost his cool when talking to some reporters, and he just like kind of did like pointed at him and very sternly said, "We didn't ask for this, you did," which good for him. I like that.
There's a lot of activity in Browntown.
A lot of in
it's very regular.
Yeah. A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
A lot of shit.
We're getting stretched thin in Browntown.
It's going to explode. It's a powder keg.
Browntown's a powder keg, God damn it.
And once the story hit the national news, it was all over. People started showing up by the thousands. Roads that normally saw maybe a handful of cars a day were now like bumper to bumper traffic. Any road that led into Scape or Swamp was packed with cars. Locals estimated that around 50,000 people came through that summer, which is like kind of unimaginable for a small, quiet country community. And these weren't just curious families, reporters, and skeptics rolling through hoping to catch a glimpse of the monster. And this is where we get into Sarge's favorite part of any good cryptid story, the monster hunters.
Yes.
Hundreds of them. These were just like men just tromping through the swamp with rifles, shotguns, pistols, all convinced that they were going to be the one to bag the creature, and along with it, fame or money or both. Basically, overnight, Bishopville became a drunk DIY cryptid safari. So people from out of state were rolling up in pickup trucks with camo gear and spotlights like they were looking for deer. Others wandered through the swamp just absolutely hammered and going full Zach Baggins, screaming at the lizard man to show himself.
Excellent.
Others just sat on the roofs of their cars with rifles, watching the tree lines like they were in like Vietnam.
The rice paddies.
Yeah.
Bad time to be a tall guy in Browntown. That's for sure.
Yeah. Bad time to be a tall brown guy, especially if you have red eyes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Was there ever a good time to be anything in Browntown?
No.
No. A toilet paper salesman.
Folks who had never even carried a gun in their lives were not carrying one. Teenagers snuck out into the swamp with flashlights.
Oh, right. This is my kind of story now.
Some people swore that they could hear, quote unquote, something big splash into the marsh, but with that many people out there, it's probably some stupid asshole just falling into the water.
Just an asshole in Browntown.
I regret bringing up the Browntown thing. I didn't even have that. And now
it was a very important detail.
I know. And now with this influx of ding-dongs in town, the sheriff's department, which is just a small rural office, like was completely swamped, pun intended. Deputies spent nights responding to calls about movements in the woods, suspicious shapes, strange lights. But most of the time, these were just false alarm pranks or nothing.
A hillbilly carrying a torch and a shotgun walking through your backyard.
But occasionally they did find tiny bits of evidence that something very big and extremely strong had been moving through the swamp. One report stated that one night officers came across a section of woods where the trees had been trampled and 3 40-gallon oil drums had been dragged into the road and then crushed as if this thing was attempting to do like his best Stone Cold Steve Austin impression.
Jesus.
Now, even though the sheriff and his deputies weren't too stoked on the influx of drunk rednecks nearly shooting each other in the face every night, the town of Bishopville leaned hard into the attention. Local shops sold Lizard Man t-shirts, hats, bumper stickers, vendors set up roadside stands with little souvenirs, and a Columbia radio station offered up a $1 million reward for anyone who could capture the creature alive. But the fun wasn't contained just to South Carolina. Over in Vegas, and this is true, bookmakers were taking bets on whether or not the lizard man would be caught dead or alive, which is pretty amazing. So the whole situation was chaos. It was commerce, but it was hold on, how do I word this? It was chaos, it was commerce, but in reality, it was just a community trying to just ride the wave of something that at this point was completely out of like their control. So
Yeah. They're making the best of it.
yeah. How are you guys feeling so far? Andrew, Jordan, you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool story.
I'm feeling good.
I want to know what happened.
I think these townsfolk are so it's like it's got to be like what the people in like where they launch the space shuttle off of feel like whenever they launch a rocket.
Yeah, Cape Canaveral.
You know? What?
No, Cape Canaveral. You're right. Orlando.
Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral.
When did you say Glen Cove?
Is that Orlando?
Oh, Orlando. Yeah,
That's
I
Disney
don't know.
World.
It's all Florida.
Yeah.
it's all Florida.
But
It's got to be like how Floridians feel on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Just influx of old people coming down,
Yeah,
moving
like
into
measles.
housing developments. Yeah.
And I can understand why you're local, you're a business owner, you might want to lean into it,
oh yeah,
even
obviously.
though it's like not sustainable, it's not good like culturally for your town, but there's not a lot of else going on
Yeah.
down there. You know, you could make a nice little egg.
I was gonna say make your bank and fucking move on. Like ride
Like
that
I make
wave.
fun of it,
That's
but
it.
I'd lean into that shit hard.
Oh, for sure.
I own a
sure.
business, like you have to.
Yeah. But even
Yeah.
with all this hype, one thing was still missing, and that is a definitive story, like a witness willing to say more than just, yeah, I saw it. Like we needed like a face to face with this thing. And this is when 17-year-old Christopher Davis makes his debut, and he walks into the Lee County Sheriff's Office to tell them about his encounter with the lizard man of Scape Swamp. So he told the deputies that on June 29th, 2 weeks before the whole car incident, he had been driving home from a late shift. It was around 2 a.m. when one of his tires blew out on a rural stretch of Browntown Road, right along the edge of Scape Swamp. So he pulls over, changes the tire, and had just like stood up to put his jack and tools back in the trunk when he heard heavy footsteps approaching from the tree line. When he looked up, he saw this towering dark figure walking out towards him. He described it as roughly 7 feet tall, green with snake-like scales and 3 long clawed fingers on each hand. It had large glowing red eyes and it moved fast, like way faster than a person should in the mud. He also described it as being lean but muscular, which I interpreted as also meaning like fuckable.
You'd be like he had luscious full lips and
I swear,
Like a
half the
10-pack.
fucking cryptids we talk about are described in the same way that like a middle-aged soccer mom would describe the new soccer coach.
yeah.
Or like one of those like smutty novels.
Yeah. It's a
Can you
tall
describe
drink of
him
water.
for me? Yes, the light glistened off of his velvety skin as I felt my loins yearn for his musk.
His giant lizard dong dangled tantalizing.
His muscles are all sinewy.
That's the only thing I've heard about the new 28 Years Later movie. I have not seen it yet, but all I heard is that there's a naked zombie.
The dong is overhyped. It's not a huge part of the movie.
It's
It's a huge part of the zombie.
Humble bragging. It's just an average size dong.
I don't mean that it's an average size dong. It's a massive dong.
Well,
I'm saying
all right.
it's not a huge part of the movie. Like it doesn't
it's
take
not.
up a lot of screen time.
Yeah, I don't think it would be like a main character plot.
I will say that zombie is hogged the fuck out, but you got to remember he's also like 10 feet tall, so proportionately.
His name is Samson, dog.
Yeah. But proportionately, I think it's just a normal sized dong for someone who's 10 feet tall.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Tell that to the person on the other end of it.
I will.
Okay.
It's a good movie, though. You should definitely watch it. It's a phenomenal movie.
I want to.
We got to keep that guy out of Browntown for sure.
Yeah. Browntown's not big enough for even one of you.
So yeah, he said it was lean and muscular. I did leave it. He also said that it was wet. I left that part out.
Are you sure this is a cryptid story, or it's just like
Sheriff,
Dude,
I want to tell you, I
details.
kissed that lizard
the
man on the
names have
mouth.
been changed, but the rest of this story is true?
You'd be surprised how many cryptid descriptions are unintentionally horny. We did one on I think it was like the Mantis Man.
Yeah.
And they said that he had strong calves and he walked up the
What is
embankment.
what is the psychosexual thing here? Where like are people who encounter cryptids, are they just like randomly predisposed to just be like attracted, cross species attracted? Like I don't know. Like why do they all want to fuck
Maybe.
the cryptid?
Well, no, it's like all those chicks on TikTok who are like monster fuckers who think like Frankenstein is fuckable.
What?
You know what I mean? Like
What?
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 Oh, yeah. There's a whole
I
thing.
think we're on different
real
parts of the
niche
internet,
now.
dude.
We got different algorithms.
Well, you gotta think about it. You had Twilight, which was vampire and
Yeah,
werewolf
okay,
fucker, and then you got
True story.
a lot of Guillermo del Toro monsters are kind of fuckable.
Yeah, The Shape
Not
of
gonna-
Water. That was
Yeah.
weird. That was
I
uncomfortable.
I think
I mean,
there's
good,
like a,
but like challenging.
I think through like through history,
Not my
there's always
proudest
been like a
nut.
monster fucker kind of
My
like
proudest.
it was hard, but we got there.
yeah,
It was hard.
that's what the waterman said.
I'm not a
If the
quitter.
flesh is willing.
That's what I said to the lizard man of Skateboard Swamp.
All right, so he's tall, dark, handsome. Yeah, so it's coming at him through the tree line. So Davis, pants absolutely filled with shit at this point, dove into his car and started it. But before he could even pull away, the creature rushed him and jumped onto the roof. And now it's clawing and pounding at the top of the car as he floored it down Browntown Road. God damn it. He told the deputies he could feel the car rocking from the weight, and he did everything that he could to like try and shake this thing off. He's jerking the wheel, slamming the brakes, everything to get
I
this
could
fucker
feel
to
the
come
weight
down.
of his ample body rocking against my vehicle. I felt the slippity slappity of his meaty claws.
He finally managed to shake it off, and the lizard man flew off the road and onto the roadside, like the road beside him. And luckily for us, Davis does not have the survival instincts of an acorn and didn't do the whole like, let me get out of the car to see what
see
it
where
was.
it went.
Yeah, he was smart and he just kept driving until he made it home. Now, when asked why he didn't come forward sooner, like if this thing had attacked him, why wait so long to report it? Well, he said that like he was afraid no one would believe him. Like when he got home, like that night, he was understandably hysterical, and it took hours for him to calm down enough just to even like explain to his parents what had happened. So they kept it quiet, like a family secret, out of fear of ridicule. But when he heard about the shredded car and the other sightings in the area, he realized his experience might actually like matter. So that's why he came forward when he did. He even offered like a detailed verbal statement. He provided a sketch of the creature and even volunteered to take a polygraph test, which he passed with flying colors.
Do you mean that he drew the sketch?
Yeah.
Can we see this sketch?
I mean, you can Google it. I don't know how to share.
I just want to see if it's like a really horny sketch.
It's like
Man,
an
there's
anime
not
girl.
been this much interest in Browntown since my doctor asked for a stool sample.
Oh, it literally just came up. Lizard Man of Skateboard Swamp.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a couple different iterations and some considerably.
Hornier than the others.
Yep, very horny. Damn, there's one where he's fucking jacked.
Oh,
Is
is
this-
this
please
the
tell
sketch?
me this is it.
Is this
Yeah.
the fucking sketch, dude?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Christopher Davis, it's signed by him. Oh,
It looks like I
Okay.
drew it.
all right. Okay.
Draw that with his
Bro.
left hand while
There
having a
is
seizure.
no fucking way.
Yeah, that's not
It's
great.
so bad.
The picture of what attack Christopher Davis
I love this.
by Christopher Davis.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
god.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
All right. So not horny, but very funny in a different way.
But
Yeah.
Christopher Davis definitely failed anatomy class.
Yeah. You know his
I
mom
think
put that on the
Christopher
fridge.
Davis may have failed a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. If he's got like an intellectual disability, I don't mean to be making fun of him.
he does. You're good. I have no idea. Maybe. Who knows?
You can make fun of the drawing objectively.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want to attack Christopher Davis. I can't draw much better than that. So.
But as a critique of art, it's not great.
Hilarious.
Yeah, clearly
drawing.
He wasn't scarred enough.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If he was
made a
really
better
traumatized,
impression
there'd
on
be
him.
some more detail on there.
Yeah.
But it was with that sketch and the fact that he passed a polygraph test that the sheriff finally had something that he hadn't before, which was a full first-hand encounter from a credible witness who saw the creature up close. And once Christopher Davis's encounter went public, the floodgates opened and waves of sightings came in all throughout the summer. One of the earliest came from a local man named George Holman. He claimed that he stopped late one night at a well off the side of the main road, and as he stood there taking a drink of water, he noticed what he thought was a dead tree leaning near the roadside when suddenly the tree stood up, straightened, and took off running into Scape or swamp. He only got a glimpse of the thing, but he described it as a massive dark shape with glowing red eyes. The whole thing happened so fast that he said he didn't really have time to like process it. He just raced back to his car and got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Around the same time, a local farmer reported that livestock on his property, like hogs and goats, were being brutally murdered. Like not eaten, they were just killed and then left by something prowling around the edges of his farm at night, presumably by this thing that people were seeing down by the swamp. And then one of the more well-known reports that summer came from a man named Frank Mitchell, a private pilot with a small runway on his property. One night while attempting to take off, he was forced to abort when a large, upright, lizard-like figure that he estimated to be around 9 feet tall walked directly across the runway. And it wasn't like just like these three sightings. By the end of the season, at least a dozen credible sightings or encounters had been documented by the deputies, all clustered around the Scape or swamp area, all within weeks, sometimes days of each other, and all describing the same creature. And as is the case with stories like these, as quickly as the reports surged, they began to taper off as the summer faded. But before the quiet truly set in, there was one final incident. On August 5th, a 26-year-old man named Kenneth Orr, an airman stationed on Shaw Air Force Base, walked into the Lee County Sheriff's Office and filed one fucking hell of a police report. According to Orr, he had been driving along Highway 15, not far from the swamp, when the lizard man suddenly appeared on the roadside. Now, he claimed that the creature charged at his car, forcing him to fire his pistol through his window in self-defense, hitting it at least once before it fled back into the swamp. Now, this alone is a wild story. Almost unbelievable, but Orr didn't show up empty-handed. He brought evidence. He had with him several dark greenish brown scales and a small vial of blood. Both he claimed came from the creature after he shot it. And for a moment there, it kind of looked like this might be the break that everyone was looking for, like actual physical evidence, a supposed encounter with a serviceman, and a signed formal statement from said serviceman. But that feeling didn't last very long, because 2 days later, after investigators noticed some inconsistencies in his story and started asking just the most basic of follow-up questions, Orr admitted that he made the whole thing up and was arrested for filing a false police report and also unlawful possession of a pistol because he did not have a permit to carry said pistol. The scales, they were just fish scales, and the vial of blood was obviously not lizard blood because, first of all, how would he have gotten it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like, where he got a vial of blood from what?
Yeah, he shot it in a random. Did you say he just mopped it up and squeegeed it into?
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you, as a veteran,
when
when a veteran tells me something, I'm immediately more skeptical.
Yeah, right.
Sure, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be.
Same.
Don't trust them.
But he actually never said what the blood was, which to me is far more worrying. I feel like. And when asked,
no, that's not lizard's man blood. That's just my blood. I just carry that.
Yeah. Just in case.
That's what I was thinking. Is he just
nothing to
opened
do
a
with the
vein?
story.
He's like, it'll be fine.
He's like fucking Angelina Jolie and fucking what's his name, who just had the vials of blood.
Oh, Billy Bob
Brad
Thornton.
Pitt.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the worst
Fucking
couple
winner
ever.
That guy. That was. We'll talk about a score of a decade.
Yeah.
What was a lifetime?
But when asked like why he filed the report, he said it was because he, quote,
Angelina
wanted to
was
keep
the
the
lucky
legend alive.
Wanted to
Sorry.
keep the legends. What?
He said he
Just
wanted
saying,
to
he
keep.
looks like a great big spoon. Anyway.
So yeah, he just said he wanted to keep the legend alive, and it wasn't long before this hoax made local and national news. Partially because it was so fucking stupid, and partially because it was the first openly fraudulent lizard man claim. The Orr incident injected a new layer of doubt into every sighting that came before it and every sighting that would come after it, and it confirmed what the skeptics had been saying all along, that people are willing to lie and fabricate lizard man encounters just to be a part of the story. And it's with that final bullshit story that the sightings finally came to an end. After 2 straight months of sightings, panicked locals, monster hunters, and a national media circus, that the reports just kind of suddenly stopped. By early fall, the phone calls stopped coming in. Whatever people had been seeing, hearing, or convincing themselves was out there, it just wasn't showing up anymore. Sheriff Truesdale later said the silence, quote, came as quickly as the excitement did. 1 minute, people were convinced a 7-foot-tall reptilian humanoid was stalking the back roads, and the next, Bishopville was just kind of back to business as usual. So years later, reporters would ask Truesdale what he thought was going on, and he offered a pretty grounded, practical theory. It was probably just a bear, just a big old lone bear.
Yeah.
Roaming through the swamp at night.
I remember that bears famously have scales and red eyes.
Well, he pointed out that bears can stand and move on 2 legs for a brief period of time. In low light or with wet or mud covered fur, they can appear smooth, shiny, or almond colored.
I was gonna say like a bear caked with layers of dried mud.
Yeah,
in the dark might look like scales.
Yeah, a bear's and a bear is certainly strong enough to damage a car and could have easily dragged and crushed those oil drums.
Do bears have that eye shine? Like some predators have.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Shine. That eye shine.
It's not red.
Yeah.
Those beautiful eyes.
Well, it's like
those beautiful fuckable eyes.
Well, deer have eye shine, and animals.
Most mammals,
Yeah,
but there are different colored eye shines.
Yeah, but
depending on the animal.
And mostly predators. I heard. I don't know. I'm not a biologist, but I heard like predators have the most intense that you can see with the naked eye with just a flashlight or like a car's headlights.
Most ambient light will probably pick it up. But most importantly, he pointed out that once a bear leaves an area, sightings usually end pretty abruptly.
Yeah, because it's not there.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't claiming that the bear theory solved everything, just that in his experience, people can underestimate how fucking weird a common animal can look under the right conditions, especially in a swamp at 2 a.m. and you got your adrenaline pumping. But not everyone bought that explanation. For a lot of the locals, it didn't feel like a satisfying answer to months of fear and excitement. Plus, the legend was already firmly locked into place. Once you give something a name, a shape, a story, it's not just going to go away quietly. Still, officially, by the fall of 1988, the investigation was cold. There was no new tracks. There wasn't any physical evidence beyond some damaged cars and plaster casts, and there wasn't any photos or clear video of the thing. Whatever had stirred everything up, whether it's a real animal, mass hysteria, or a real life lizard man, it's slipped back into Scape or swamp and stayed there. So
wait, what happened to the footprints? Then he didn't make casts.
He made casts. He didn't do anything with them.
They're just hanging on his wall.
Yeah, actually,
Andrew,
no.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
That's the end of the story.
Oh, I was going to say, Andrew, you made a good point. I just looked it up, and bears can sometimes have red eye shine. So good call.
There you go.
Interesting. All right.
The other thing I was going to say too is, okay, if I'm giving sort of some faith to these people that they did see something super strange. So what we saw in the original story was before the sheriff had heard anything about this, a whole bunch of locals had seen it and had their own independent stories.
Yeah.
Nobody was sharing their stories until there was a public account of it and some credibility. Well, and then they stopped sharing stories when there was some high profile, there was a high profile
ridicule
fraud case, right? And so now sharing stories is silly, right?
Yeah.
So
pretty
before,
much,
suddenly everyone's taking it seriously, and then now suddenly everyone's like, "Oh, this might actually all be bullshit," and so the people might clam up,
Yeah, pretty much. But that actually segues into my next thing, which is theories. You guys, we got some theories, guys. Anyone?
I I'd have to say that it's probably not.
There's probably not one giant fuckable lizard that wandered around for a while and then disappeared.
There could be.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You know, I've seen what some bears will do to a car when they're exploring it and trying to get food out of it and stuff like that. Like if you left like a McDonald's fry underneath the seat, I can see a bear fucking your car up trying to get to it. Because those things, I would almost do it. But
also, you guys ever seen a bear with mange? Like a big grizzly bear?
Yeah.
With
his
all fucked up.
Yeah.
Imagine a mangy bear caked in mud, hungry as shit.
Pissed and horny.
Pissed and horny. trying to kiss a man on the mouth.
Not too far from cocaine bear territory anyway.
Right.
So still a possibility.
Another theory is that everything was a hoax. Is that
like from the beginning?
Yeah, and it wasn't just like people working together to create the hoax, but like one person said something and then the other person said something,
right.
The other person said something.
That's
just
how
so
a lot of hoaxes go, is that it's like there's the initial act or the initial lie, and then you have the spontaneous everyone wants like a little piece of it, right?
They all just want to be part of the story.
That's like when I call out from work because I'm hungover and I say I'm sick, and then the next day 2 people call out from work and they say they caught what I had.
It's like, yeah, I bet you did, buddy.
Yeah, you fucker.
And then there's like, to go into the hoax, is that there was like tourism factor. Like the Chamber of Commerce openly admitted that the lizard man craze was like financially great for the area. It'd bring in 50,000 visitors in one summer. There was merch tables set up, radio stations were offering rewards. So maybe they were part of like just perpetuating the hoax so that way it could get out further and further. And then you got, again, another mistaken identity, which is like the human edition. Maybe it was just a dude. Like maybe
it was just a fucking dude.
Just a weird dude.
Just a big wet dude.
Yeah.
Just a wet guy. Just an Andrew in the woods.
A big lumbering dude, like fucking Baron Trump just wandering around the forest.
He's just looking
Baron
for his
Trump.
dad.
Yeah.
Some huge,
just crushing oil barrels, fucking up cars.
Oh man.
And then there's probably the most practical one, which is just mass hysteria.
Yeah.
A bear fucked up a car one day. Everyone just assumed
everybody lost their shit.
Yeah, like
went straight to lizard people.
But that doesn't explain the initial weird thing about the story is that so many people that had never talked to each other about it, if you believe the story, had a similar like encounter, right? That's sort of the seed of all the madness, right?
Yeah. They probably just heard about it and then it just became
although did all of those claims the claim that all the stories were coming in come from the sheriff?
Ooh, good point.
Yeah. The same
Maybe
sheriff.
Truesdale was more like
Lord Tell No Lie.
Liesdale.
Yeah. Because what if he was like, oh, here's this thing. Oh, yeah, by the way, I've been getting a lot of unrelated and totally random calls from people saying the same thing. Just saying what I'm saying is true.
See, I don't know, because he seemed not stoked on all the attention.
That's the perfect
all
cover
for the bit. All part of the
it's
bit.
all for the bit. Yeah.
Commit to the bit.
Sheriff.
It's like a professional wrestling thing. He was just maintaining his heel character.
That's right.
Just,
So he's out there just like, get out of my town, you fucking tourist. And he gets home and he's like, yes.
Yes. Can't break kayfabe. That's all.
He walks in the house. He's like, honey, I nailed it today.
Yeah. She's like, you did so good. I saw you on the TV.
They totally believe it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's got his like 3 different costumes tucked away in the attic.
Yeah, man, bear, pig.
Get my stilts. They need another sighting.
I gotta go fuck up this this kid who can't draw. I gotta go climb on his car and scare the shit out of him.
Did he come into work all fucked up the day after that kid almost ran him over?
Yeah, right. I want to know.
I went a little too far. I got a little too into the pot.
The only person I know with a dong this big is my husband. What do the lizard man and my husband have in common? I think the best theory is probably the hysteria aspect of it. I think it started with one thing, and then everybody was like, wow, it's this. Now is a perfect time for me to bring some excitement to my boring ass life in Browntown. And
That's fair.
That's just like, it's like try something a little different.
Yeah.
Try
lying to the news.
Try lying to the news.
A little experimentation.
Try Browntown just once.
It never hurt anybody.
Exactly. Exactly. Just once, just to see how it feels.
Dip a finger into Browntown.
Yes. Exactly.
See how warm it is down here.
Right.
Yeah. They expected a finger. They got a fist. On that note, thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
I can't wait to listen to this. We'll have to do a reciprocal. We'll come and we'll talk about armed cryptids on the A Better Way to A podcast.
Deal.
Sounds
We'll
good.
talk about arming the cryptids to fight fascists.
Hell yeah. Love you guys. Bye.
Andrew, what do you think's going on here?
I think it's a mixture. I think it's probably falls somewhere in between mistaking a wild animal for something, mass hysteria, hoax. I mean, I think there's just a little bit of, I think it's like a perfect storm of little pieces of all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And because it's never just one thing. Reality is complicated, and shared narratives are messy and dynamic. And there's probably some people that really did see something. There's probably some people that never saw anything and lied about it.
For sure.
There's probably any number of weird looking fucking animals in the swamp. When it's nighttime and you're scared, your eyes can play tricks on you.
True. The only thing I feel about the misidentified animal thing is that, like, if you're in a small town in this, even like growing up in a small town in New Hampshire, I lived in a small town in Maine for a bit. You kind of get familiar with the wildlife there, and if you live near a swamp, you've probably seen a bear covered in mud. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you would know what that would look like. So either it's completely a hoax or people were just playing up what they were seeing. Like
yeah.
Or it could
they
just
wanted
be
to
an
be a part of it.
unusual looking bear. It could be like an unusually large bear or something that.
Yeah. I don't know what the bears are like down in South Carolina, or even if they have bears. I don't know.
They do. Black bears are pretty. They've got a pretty big footprint across the U.S.
Yeah.
And I don't know that brown bears are down there though.
Yeah, black bears aren't really that big.
No,
they're easily
guys.
they're easily scarable. It's not like they're gonna fucking run and jump on to the top of your car.
And bears don't get rabies, so it's
but that's
not
what I'm
like
saying. It's like
fucking...
it could be that like the initial stories were one weird animal, like a normal animal, but maybe looked weird, was a little fucked up in some way, and people got a little freaked out because it's something that's not usually in the area or doesn't usually look like that.
Yeah,
and then it's like Christopher can't draw. Maybe he made that whole thing up, right? Maybe he fucking rolled his car and was like, "How am I going to explain this?" Oh, Lizard Man.
True. Yeah. He's a 17-year-old kid. He's probably fucked up. Driving. He got home from a late shift, quote unquote. Yeah. He's probably out with the boys, hammered. Fucking ran into a sign or some shit like that. Fucked up his car, and he's
fucking Lizard Man did this.
Like, no, Mom, listen. I swear to God, it was a 7-foot tall lizard man. He jacked my shit
and
up.
Kissable lips. But that's what I mean is like I think there's like a mixture of it, right? Like I think with a lot of these things, it's like a perfect storm of circumstances to create this like shared narrative.
Yeah, I mean that's the same. You say the thing about like the whole Mothman shit, like too, right? Like a bunch of people saw something weird and then a bridge collapsed, and they just kind of conflated it all together into this one. I mean, not gonna lie, if there's any cryptid I want to believe in, it's the Mothman.
Yeah, me too.
But you got to kind of give it a little bit of leeway. Sarge, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts on this?
Coked out Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Plausible.
All things are era accurate, so that would be my guess, is that he just did a shitload of coke and started fucking around in the swamps for about 2 months.
You're telling me the true American was down in the South, running around in the mud?
I mean, where else would you find a true American?
That's fair. That's
just
valid.
Scaring the shit out of the locals.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of the episode. Thank you, Andrew. for coming on, and also your co-host who had to leave abruptly early. So I guess
Well, he made it almost to the end.
he did. I'm proud of him. Normally this is where we would plug our stuff, but I'll give you the opportunity to say your piece, plug whatever you need to plug.
plug
Where
your
can
stuff.
people
Tell us
I've
find
never been
you?
on this side of it before. Just check out the podcast, A Better Way 2A. We talk about inclusivity in gun culture. We have one episode where we talked about cryptids with the Dirty Steve from Tractor Boy, who actually came up earlier in the episode. That's weird synergy. But we just talk about guns and rights for everybody. And we're explicitly pro-gay and pro-trans and trying to push back on traditional gun culture and create a new little slice of gun culture for people like us.
Yeah, you guys been doing awesome work with those billboards. Those billboards are fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love the, we surprisingly little hate for them. We thought we would stir up some people and make some people mad and get some hate, but really just messages of support.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they are the vocal minority people that are usually opposed to those things. I feel like it's
you get on the internet, you kind of get this outsized sense of importance to those people.
Nobody wants to put their face on it.
Right.
That's why they do it on the internet.
Yeah, and we found this out when we went to SHOT Show the first time, which is an industry show for the gun industry. Was that we're always in combat online, with specifically with anti-trans people. But then you go and talk to people face to face and they're like, oh, lit, that's cool. That's a really cool idea for a page. And I love what you guys are doing, was like the general message. And, most people, regardless of what their personal feelings are on gay people or trans rights or whatever, are very happy to see people having fun and enjoying their life and exercising their rights.
Hell yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah. You guys are doing God's work, and I appreciate.
So. Yeah,
I appreciate you guys. I'd say that as not a religious person.
Yeah.
As an atheist, you're
I'm like a crypto Christian. I'm like the most undercover religious person you'll ever meet.
Well,
but
I appreciate you taking time on the Lord's Day.
On the Lord's Day. Yeah, that's right.
To come talk shit about cryptids with us.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sarge, you got anything you want to plug before we hop off?
Just hit me up on the socials. Sarge the Destroyer on all of them. You'll find me.
I found you. I think I followed you back before I even knew you were on this podcast. I was like, oh, I like this guy.
That sounds about right.
I'll make sure I follow you back too. Every time Dave posts something awesome, I get like 1 million follows and I don't know who to follow back. So I got to get through there and actually find people I know, because a bunch of people just follow me.
I think you already follow me. You don't realize it.
Okay, good.
Sarge has a tendency to follow just everyone back, apparently.
Oh yeah, team follow back.
No, not everyone. Not everyone.
I get it, man. That's the way to grow.
So follow Sarge on all his socials. You can find him at the link on our Instagram, which is at Cryptid Cocktail, where you can follow us. You can find us at TikTok, Cryptid Cocktail Party. Also, if you guys want, leave us a rating and review. It super helps the show get into other people's ears, eyes, whatever the fuck.
Brains, souls.
Yeah, whatever. Now, usually this is the part where Sarge would say goodbye and I love you to the audience. Your gracious co-host already said I love you, but would you like to say goodbye and I love you to the audience?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Goodbye, audience. I love you.